Good morning. How are we doing today? My name is James Sweeney, aka SplitSuit. Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to run through the Runouts section of the Postflop workbook and look at the river section specifically. So we're going to run through page 143 together, show you how to set all these questions up and how to answer them very quickly. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So this section is going to look very similar to the previous one where we looked at runouts on the turn. The major difference is that we do see the turn card here and we're looking at what is the river going to be. But essentially 4 questions per page. The top 2 look at one board, the bottom 2 look at another board, and we're looking at how not only answering the questions but seeing how different levels of blocking impact things good, bad, or neutral. So starting with the top one, we have King, Queen. The board is 10, 9, Deuce, 6, and the question is how often will the river be an overcard? So compared to the previous section where there were 47 remaining cards, right? Because on the flop, you have your 2 hole cards, you have the 3 board cards, 52 cards in the deck, minus 5 of them that you see, gets you to 47 remaining cards. In this situation, it's 46, since we do see the turn card, and we're in a situation where 52 minus your 2 hole cards, minus the 4 board cards, gets you to 46. And then we need to figure out how many cards meet the qualifier, in this case being an overcard. So in this spot, there are 4 remaining aces. There are 3 remaining kings. Since we have a king in our hand, we block that out. The same thing with the queen. We have 3 remaining queens left in the deck because we have a queen and we block that out. And then there are 4 remaining jacks left in the deck. So 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 gets us to 14. Plug that in. And we're up to 30%. So that's how often the river is going to be an overcard in this situation. Whereas if we look at question 2, obviously we have a different kind of starting hand, but same board. And because of that, we don't block out any of the remaining overcards. There are 4 aces, 4 kings, 4 queens, 4 jacks. Add all that up to 16 qualifying overcards. Gets that to 35%. Excellent. Not too bad, not too scary. And again, when you kind of just break it down to how many remaining cards are left, how many cards meet the qualifier, that will get you everywhere you need to go in this section of the workbook. All right, now moving on to number 3, we have 7-6 on an ace-7, 3 jack board with 3 diamonds on board, 2 in our hand. And the question is, how often will the river be a diamond? Well, there are 13 total diamonds in the deck. We have 2 in our hand. We have 3 on the board. 13 minus those 5 gets us to 8 qualifying cards. Again, we still have the exact same denominator. There are still 46 possible cards going into the river. 8 over 46 is 17%. Excellent. And question 4, again, same exact board, but slightly different starting hand where we have king of diamonds, queen of clubs. So we have 1 less diamond visible. So instead of 8 specific cards remaining, there are 9, right? 13 minus 4. And that gets us to 20% is how often the river will be a diamond, right? Because there is 1 more remaining in the deck than there was in question number 3. And if we just pull up the answer key real quick, make sure we got everything correct. So page 143, 30, 35, 30, and 35, perfect. 17 and 20, 17 and 20, perfect. We're doing everything correct. And this is exactly how you can start solving all of these very, very quickly in this section of the workbook. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Otherwise, as always, good luck out there and happy grinding.